It's Spinebuster! Do-do-do-do, bum, bum, ba-doo-de-doo, dum, dum, da-da-da-da. Yes, Spinebuster. Spinebuster Wrestling. Spinebuster! Yes, and they have brought to my attention Elevation Wrestling, Elevation for the Nation. And they hail from the Nottingham area, my home area, the Midlands of the British Isles, and that for Elevation Wrestling is where we are this week. It's a really overbooked tag team match. Now, allow me to explain. Explanation for the nation, the realization of categorization doesn't work. Anyway, let me tell you what's happening. I generally think that overbooked matches, look at that bit of dandruff there, I think. Oh dear. Been to the gym tonight, so not feeling my best being at the gym, but I've got little Zuzu here. There she is. Can you see her? Little face. Oh, hello. And anyway, yes, I usually don't really care for overbooked matches because I tend to think run-ins and they're out, there's an enmity between them and one's going to get distracted, and the ref, and then we got another ref. Now, there is a real overbooking here, and I don't mind it because they've set it up well. This is a match between the really hated, and I'm looking at my notes, Daybreaks, textbook, baby, textbook. I don't quite know which textbook it is. I'm not sure if it's car maintenance. I don't know if it's how to use your air fryer. Could be that. That's very popular at the moment. But Ninja Baby. I'm not advertising them, but that's a popular brand, isn't it? That's the one I've got. And yes, Daybreaks is not very well liked, is he, in Spinebuster? And I've seen him before. He's here with Tyler Owens, who is a good guy in Spinebuster, but he isn't here. He's aligned himself with Daybreaks and Oscar Prospero, who's not there, unfortunately. Oscar Prospero is not there. But it's they're called the chapter. I don't know which chapter it is. It could be the penultimate chapter. It might be the first chapter. I don't know which it is. I'm doing a bit of stroking with my lovely little Zuzu down here. I can't seem to get the camera so you can see her correctly, but never mind. They will be facing the rather more popular champions, the Hunter brothers, Lee and Jim. Jim Lee. Well, that's a bit of Slade for you there. See? Another 70s bit of music. And Brady Phillips is on commentary with Zach. I have to tell you that Brady Phillips is on commentary because he really dislikes Daybreaks. And that will spill over as part of the overbooking, folks. Right. The chapter did lose the tag team titles recently. And they like to chat to the crowd. But apparently, according to Brady, they are sprouting their mouths out. Well, their mouths are sprouting. So their mouths are sprouting, aren't they? They shouldn't be wrestling. If their mouths are sprouting, they shouldn't be wrestling. There should be a medic who's backstage saying, your mouth is sprouting. You cannot wrestle. No. Anyway, we've got Daybreaks doing his textbook, baby. The T, he does the T thing. And has Benefit says, yeah, T, that stands for toss pot. It's a peculiarly English word. And I love it. I love the use of that as an insult. I love the word, I use the word you clown. I love that. Anyway, we've got some Lee Hunter giving us some high knees. I'm looking out at my notes here. I'll bring them a bit closer in, if I may, because that's going to give me a bit more idea. So make sure I can see them properly. So yeah, there's the knees. They're tagging in and out very well. But there's an Owens drop kick to the back of the head. Nasty, that. Then there's Breaks begging off from an arm ringer because, he's not... I mean, he does this quite a lot and people tend to like it, including me. I think he does it very well. The chapter then worked the shoulder. There's a nasty Breaks knees to Jim's nose, or rather one knee, he said, just covering his nose. Yeah. And two phones, you see. Oh, one with notes. Look at me on the back of that phone. Oh, it's meta. And the one I'm on now. Oh, my glasses keep sliding down. Got new glasses. I think I need them tightening up. Anyway, the chapter have got that really effective double teaming, which is nice. That knee to Jim's nose was really quite nasty. I mean, it was precise, I'll tell you that. Then we've got Jim get some chops from the apron, but really, it's not good to do that from the apron because you will get dumped to the floor, as he does. There's an Owens head crank. He keeps hold of it, no matter what Jim does, but then Jim hits satellite DDT as a counter. That's very nice. Lee then gets a hot tag, Spinebuster, but Tyler Owens holds the leg, which allows Breaks to get a chicken wing in there. Lee reverses it for one of his own. Then there's a ref bump. Now, they do the ref bump quite well because Breaks has the intention to slap, and it is done very quickly. So, you know, his opponent jumps out the way and the ref takes that bump. It's quite nicely done. So she gets chopped and he's down in a heap. There's a nice driver from Owens, but no ref. The new ref comes in, but that's taken a few seconds, and it allows them to kick out, of course. Breaks then smacks the new ref. He's not happy. There are Stereo Jim and Lee Hunter, should I say. Can't get the name right. Code breakers, which is lovely. And then Jim and Tyler Owens fight into the crowd. He then cuts Owen, paper cut, with a Dave Breaks 10x8 picture. That's great. Really good. Breaks is then chopped off a chair. The crowd love that. Owens and Brady Phillips are arguing then at the desk, at the commentary desk. Breaks joins him. Owens is smacked with a chair. And then Jim sends Owens into the toilet. And when he comes out again, Owens' hair is a bit wet. And they think it might be swirly time. Right down the bog. Down the bog. Breaks then ping-pongs between chops from the two Hunter brothers. Not the Hudson brothers, Steve. No. Then the brothers get a neck breaker and senton combo, which is lovely. There is an Owens splash to the ref to break it up. The refs are having a terrible time here, aren't they? Then a low blow from Owens while the ref is down, and Angel's wings. He gets a belt shot in there, but they have no more officials, so Brady Phillips gets to the ring, who pushes Breaks around. Owens takes the shirt off one of the downed officials, gives it to Brady Phillips, who puts it on. You're not the ref, Brady. You're not, mate. You're simply not. You're not. You haven't trained. You haven't got a license. There are things like that. This is the overbooking, which makes... At this point, I thought, oh, I understand, but... So anyway, Brady and Breaks don't like each other. They're getting into it. We know that. T stands for toss pot. We know all of that. There's a very slow Brady count on the chapter cover and a kick out. The brothers get to kick out. Then there's a Brady punch to Breaks and a Lee big kick, neck breaker, and a senton for the pin. So Brady influences it and then counts the pin. I do like the way the camera lingers on the fallen heels. The crowd are loving it. And it was overbooked. And it does sound, as I'm recounting it, that I'm not very keen on that. But it worked. It worked. And although I thought this is wrestling trope 101, isn't it? And then we got 201, 301 and 401. But there were no run-ins. But you didn't need that because you got a walk-in from the desk, haven't you? So, I don't know. I liked it. And they really pushed it. And you couldn't have overbooked it any more than that, I don't think. And yet, it still works because they set it up so well. They set up the great characters, big heel versus big face, and big face like mine. And there was some great action before that happened. So, although it was overbooked, they really worked it. That is rather good, rather impressive. And the more I see of Elevation for the nation, the more I like it. Thank you, Elevation. And thank you, Spinebuster. Spinebuster! Ta-ta.